Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 8 and 9th. I welcome you in my lecture number 15 of unit number 2. Dear students, as you know, we are doing kinds of pronoun. In my last lesson, I taught you 3 kinds of pronouns, that is personal pronoun, then reflexive pronoun, and then emphatic pronoun. Now, here's the turn of indefinite pronoun. Dear students, actually, these particular kinds are there in your book, your exercises on page number 21 and 22. The exercises are related with these kinds of pronouns. That's why I'm going into the detail of these pronouns. Well, now the definition of indefinite pronoun is that it refers to an unspecified person or thing. Unspecified person, where we don't know exact person. Definite pronoun was about specified person. For example, I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. But here, when we use these words, we don't know the exact person. We don't know the exact thing. That's why they are called indefinite pronouns. And the definition is it refers to an unspecified person or thing. Now, see these columns: anybody, everybody, somebody, nobody, each. Anyone, everyone, someone, no one, either. Anything, everything, something, nothing, and neither. See the examples. Example number 1 is, in the party, everybody is invited. In the party, everybody is invited. Highlighted part is called, that is unspecified person. Unspecified person, that's why this is called indefinite pronoun. No one knows the answer. Here again, we don't know the exact person. So no one is used as pronoun, and that pronoun is indefinite pronoun. You look worried. Is something wrong? That something is not specified. We don't know what exact thing. That's why is something wrong, that something is indefinite pronoun. Similarly, neither of you were able to go. Again, neither is used for unspecified persons. We don't know, that's why that is indefinite pronoun. Okay, dear students, after this there comes the turn of a relative pronoun. Now let's see what is the definition and detail of relative pronoun. Fifth kind is relative pronoun. See the definition. A relative pronoun is one which is used to refer nouns mentioned previously, whether they are people, places, things, animals, or ideas. Relative pronouns, the meaning of relative is a thing which makes relation. A thing which makes relation. So these are the pronouns which make relations with any word, with previous word, discussed word in the sentence. Relative pronouns can be used to join two sentences. Number 1, they are a relative pronoun is one which is used to refer to nouns mentioned previously. Like if in a sentence a noun is mentioned, then when we use relative pronoun, that relative pronoun is making relation with nouns mentioned here in the sentence, whether they are people, places, things, animals, or ideas. And second thing, relative pronouns can be used to join two sentences. Now what they are, these are words like who, which, that, whose. Similarly, whom, what, when, where, why, etc. Okay, now see the examples, then you will be able to understand the meaning of relative pronoun. For example, number 1, the woman who was shouting was angry. The woman who was shouting was angry. Now here, this who is called a relative pronoun, and this is used for this person, woman. The woman who was shouting was angry. This is referring to this noun. Similarly, second, my garden which is small looks beautiful. My garden which is small looks beautiful. This which is referring to garden, and garden is a noun. Similarly, the pen that you gave me is very good. This that is referring to this pen. So who, which, that, they are relative pronouns. Similarly, example number 4, the girl whose brother is in my class is nice. The girl whose brother. Now this whose is referring to this girl. So these highlighted words are called relative pronouns. Okay. Example number 5, The man whom I sent a letter will help me. Whom, this is referring to this man, so this is relative pronoun. What she told me isn't true. What she told me isn't true. This what is a relative pronoun, and it is making a relation with this truth, this word true. What she told me, like what has been told, that is not true. So what she told me isn't true, that what is making relation with this true. Okay, important points about relative pronoun. A relative pronoun can refer to a noun. I know the artist who made this painting. Now this artist is a noun, and who is relative pronoun. This who has been used to make relation with artist. So I know the artist who made this painting. That's why a relative pronoun can refer to a noun. Here this is noun and this is relative pronoun. Similarly, a pronoun. She can tell me nothing that will change my mind. In this sentence, that is a relative pronoun and it is referring to this nothing, and nothing is what? Nothing is pronoun. And if you remember which category is this? This is which category is this? This is now just now we read about that. That is indefinite pronoun. So she can tell me nothing that will change my mind. That is relative pronoun. Nothing is indefinite pronoun. And according to this definition, a relative pronoun can refer to a pronoun. Like here, this relative pronoun is referring to this nothing, and that is relative pronoun. Similarly, a subclause. He told us we could go home, which came as a surprise. He told us we could go home, which came as a surprise. Now this which is relative pronoun, and this is making relation with this subclause. We could go home. This is clause because subject is there, verb is there, so this is clause. Why this is subclause? Because this is clause inside the clause. He told us we could go home, so we could go home is a subclause of this. So which is relative pronoun, and this is making relation with this we could go home, and this relative pronoun, that's why it's giving information or making relation with this subclause. Similarly, when more point is a main clause, like it makes relation, or it, a relative pronoun can refer to a main clause. For example, I failed my exam, which I had not expected. I failed my exam, this is main clause, which this is relative pronoun, and this relative pronoun is referring to this main clause. I failed my exam. What is main clause? This is main clause because I subject here, failed is verb here, and when subject and verb combines, they make sense, and that sense is called clause, and that is a main clause. Okay, I failed my exam, which I had not expected. This which is making or referring to this main clause. Okay, dear students, one thing more related to this discussion of pronoun. The word or words a relative pronoun refers to is called antecedent. There is a new word for you, antecedent. Antecedent is a word or words. A relative pronoun refers to is called antecedent, like where the pronoun is referring or making relation with, that particular word is called antecedent. For example, see here. Example number 1, there was a man who was quite clever. There was a man who was quite clever. This is now relative pronoun. Okay, this relative pronoun is referring to this man, and this man is called antecedent. This noun is here called antecedent. Okay, second example. I know the woman whose child was hurt. I know the woman whose child was hurt. Whose is relative pronoun here, and this is making relation or referring to this woman, and woman is noun, and here this woman in grammar is called antecedent. So I know the woman whose child was hurt. This is relative pronoun, this is antecedent. In this example, this is relative pronoun and this is antecedent. Okay, dear students, till this point, it's enough in this lecture. Inshallah, further detail will be discussed, and further discussion will be made inshallah in my next lecture. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.